So you are being depressed.
Now no longer depressed. I mean, just for that day.
One day in a week you fast. Like that. Huh?
Yes. Yes.
So what is the need to why you can't tell as things are? When you had the class at 12:30, why you had to say at 12?
Oh, because I wanted to prepare a bit before I go for class.
You want to prepare. That preparation never works.
Yes, sorry. Actually, I also realized that there's no need to be too serious about the work. Just do what is needed and no need to be ambitious
Because you
about
don't
it.
trust me, so you take more time. I cannot be here for forever, so you have to do things quickly. You have taken things for guaranteed. Once I am gone, you will be just, who knows what will happen to you. But you are just wasting your time in melodramas. So what do you mean by you were being depressed? What is being depressed? What it means?
I think because I'm currently still recovering, but I'm doing all right.
Recovering means what? Recovering from what?
From the wrong medication. And then because of the experience with my brother, the stress that they gave to me, so I was slightly depressed after they left because of what happened. But I'm not dwelling in the depression, like walking out of it.
But this has become
I'm
your
not
addiction. If you are really sincere and you have a sense of emergency, you can throw all those things out immediately out of the window. But you have this attitude, you are recovering. I don't know from where you have borrowed these words, you are recovering. What is there to recover? Just throw the whole bucket with the baby. What is the need to carry all those things? It's all you want to carry.
Yes.
It's your mind is a junk collector. There is nothing to recover. But you have this expectation, you have the expectation that they should behave the way you want them to behave. Just get rid of that desire. But what it means, I ask you what depression means. What is depression? What is it?
For me, it means that the body,
you are enjoying,
mind,
you are having pleasure, you are enjoying sadness, you are enjoying being low. You want to just cling to that state. You want to. So you have to see this is your pattern. After every few days, you will be falling in that pattern. You have to be very alert. You are again falling in the same pattern. Otherwise, you are not a seeker of truth. You don't want to be liberated from all this bullshit. You are talking about depression as if it is some kind of glorified state. As if I'm being depressed, I'm being in ecstasy. So I don't want to be disturbed. I was on that day, I had the old time from from previous day, or at least from that day in the morning. My head was quite strained, the backside. Here it is so polluted. Even if you are keeping your doors and windows open, you feel like it's smoky all the time. And it is so bad for me. I'm not a smoker. I don't like, my system is not ready to take all those polluted things. I am not interested in smoking. People who enjoy smoking, maybe they will like it. Modi wanted that there should be many smart cities in India. But instead of making it into a smart city, they are making it into a fart city. In Hindi you can call it badbudar gandh. It's a rotten smell. Everything is not conducive. Everything is not helpful for you to grow. But I am not complaining as you are. I am not going into depression. If you go into depression, in that kind of state, in that kind of situation, then you will be in a more deeper ditch. When everything is bad outside, you have to be very alert inside. But because things are not so bad there, this is the luxury that you are enjoying, that you can be in depression. The real problem, you have to find the real problem, that is your I, your ego. Otherwise, once you see there is no I, where is depression? Who is hurt? And who is hurting? It's all just dream. It's all just a movie. The real problem is that when you have no oxygen, no good air, that is the real thing, that then your body will, whether you are enlightened or unenlightened, if the whole air is of poison, you will just suffer. And you may die, you may not know that you are. So they slowly, these third-rate politicians, they have nothing to do with, they have no, because they are the lowest kind of, their consciousness is of the lowest kind. So they are only interested in grabbing things for themselves. It's like the Muslims, if you talk in the Freudian term, they are stuck to the Eid level, which Freud said that children have only Eid in them. That is, they are always seeking only pleasure-seeking behavior. That is what most of the Muslims are doing. You are just, that's why these all hoors and heaven and Jannat and all those enjoyments. But when you are just seeking pleasure, that means you are of a very low kind. Your consciousness is of very low level. You are just stuck to your sense organs. You just want to get some pleasure. This is a very childish state. You are being a mustache baby. You are even worse than animals, because animals, whatever pleasure they may be getting out of food, but once they have eaten it, once their belly is filled, they are not psychologically keeping it in memory that next time again I will go to the same restaurant and eat the same food. So when you are in tune with nature, even animals are better than human beings. Now all the time there will be electricity cut. So it's so hot, and then you can't even use AC. So this is, if you remain so unconscious, it's like it is said that eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. Where there is a lack of vision, people perish. So if you just indulge in your depression, then things will become even worse. You have always two paths. One path leads you towards freedom, and the other leads you towards bondage. You have always the choice. I was myself suffering on that day. Somehow I was trying to tell you that don't go on blaming others. You are all the time putting your coat on others, people hook. All the time blaming others. This is the difference. A person who has to awaken will see what is wrong in me. When I was child, I thought as I started growing little older, I was still very young. Then I thought I have committed some sin, though I was not much responsible in that. It was other members in my family, and it was nothing so big. But when I started becoming little old, and I had this, because that is what is said, that there are things which are sin which you should not do, then you will go to hell. But it was not that I was interested in going to heaven, but I thought that I have done something which has made me polluted. So for that I used to be in depression. I wanted to commit suicide. But I was not blaming other people. I thought I have done something. Though the role of other people were much more than mine, because I was compared to them very small. But I thought I have done something wrong. So I wanted to commit suicide. But when I read Vivekananda, his quotation, he said that the cow never commits any sin. The wall never commits any sin. But the cow will remain always a cow. It will remain, the wall will always remain a wall. Human being can commit sin, but human being has the possibility to become divine also. So then I just my depression and my lack of enthusiasm disappeared. I thought that there is a way out. Even if you have done something wrong, what is the point of always weeping for the spilled egg? What is the other thing? What milk?
Spilled milk.
Spilled milk.
Spilled milk.
Spilled milk. This is the attitude of a sick person. So I realized that there is something real within me which is never corrupted. It may be hidden in cloud. The sun is always there. So I have to find out that. I have to make all the effort to know myself instead of being in depression or complaining to other. Because in that, if you are going in that direction, it is just you are moving in a vicious circle. You can never come out of it. And if I am ready to commit suicide, then I can take this challenge. I can risk everything to know myself. And only gamblers can succeed in this path. If you want to know yourself, you have to become a gambler. You cannot be a businessman. So if your direction is towards others, that others have harmed you, then you will never change. You have yourself stopped it. You are yourself hindering it. The arrow has to be pointed to you. But you are so spoiled that I can go on telling you for eternity, but you will remain the same person. That's why I didn't talk yesterday. What is this idiocy? I was being depressed. After so many years, you are still, maybe you treat me as your boyfriend, that I have to go on entertaining you all the time. You have no boyfriend. You are not able to see that now that phase is over. Don't imitate the Western people. Once something has gone, it is gone with the wind. You just have to get rid of it. There are other things to do. Before you were blaming your cousin that because of him your life was spoiled, then what is? I could have also blamed other. It's not that the idea was not there. But I thought I cannot change other people. Only I can only do something to change myself. That is not in my hand that I can change others. It's just wastage of time and energy when you are brooding about others or when you are being depressed. But you can get out of depression only when you have the strong will that I don't want to fall in that trap. I have to break this bondage. But when other is working for you more harder than you, then you are being lazy. This is being totally shameless. That I gave when I was suffering myself, I gave you so much time and you didn't go for meditation. You didn't make any video, you didn't go for meditation. And if I say something which is not according to your liking, then again you are back to your depression. Don't take all those things as condemnation. It's just you need some shock to be awakened. But don't seek a boyfriend in me that you have to go on entertaining you all the time because you are feeling lonely. This is stupidity. Then you are harming yourself and you are harming me also. I was so much in suffering. I wanted to help people. Once I was out of that suffering because of first Vivekananda and then Osho's vision. The way he said, I just followed it. Because when you are really in suffering, that means even your depression is false. You don't have even ever had the guts to commit suicide also. So Osho has said it very clearly. Only two kind of people can be transformed. One is those who have come to such an state where they are ready to commit suicide. And the other is when they have everything in the outside world. You have everything, whatever you can imagine. The best girl, you are respected and recognized in society. You hold a very high position. You have all the wealth, all the money, everything. But then, by contrast, you will see that inside you are very empty. You are very poor. If you are intelligent, then you will be able to see everything is outside. On the outside, everything is so well. But if inside is not taken care of, then you will be able to see that the real problem is within you. There is no silence within you. There is no love within you. There is no consciousness within you. You are an asleep person. So that is the real problem. Or you are you are in a state where you want to commit suicide. You are totally fed up of life. You think that there is nothing for you in this life. Then there is a possibility, if you are intelligent, that if you are ready to commit suicide, then you can transform your life instead. That is a better option. But if a person is just lukewarm, he or she has no sense of urgency. Now this is just your addiction. Maybe you are very sick inside, that you want to remain depressed. You are blaming the whole world. Your mother is listening. Your brother is trying to poison you. Your sister-in-law is trying to fuck you. I'm just joking. You have to find something. They are all inimical towards you. Now you have to see inside. The real problem is within you. Instead of seeing it, you get depressed. So when you are depressed, what you do? You lie down on your sofa and fart and then go to sleep. Huh? Why? Why you are wasting your life in such a way? Why? I'm asking you why. Don't move your head. What is the...
No, usually during depression, it's like I didn't feel like doing anything. So that's why I will lie down on the bed. It's like you don't want to do anything, Swami.
You don't want to do anything, then make video. Go for meditation. What do you mean by you don't want to do anything? You don't want, why you have to listen to your want? Why you have to listen to your desire? Break that pattern. Otherwise you will never be free. No Messiah, no prophet is going to come to help you. You have to, I am telling you, you have to get out of your bed. But you want your dreams to continue. You don't want to be liberated. You may be talking about these things. It is what Osho says, that no one can solve the problem of husbands and wives. Because the thing is that they don't want to solve the problem. And the more I see that no one wants to solve their problem. You saw when I was talking on that day, and I can see that people, they are not receptive. Then what is the point to waste your energy? He is showing that he is so in such a blessed state. Looks like a complete idiot. And he shows that he is, and the other person also. They are not really seeker of truth. It is just a fad for them, just a fashion. So there is no sincerity. Is your time over or what?
It's over, but I can go late 10 minutes like that. It's alright, Swami. Let them wait, Swami.
But then maybe you will be rusticated.
I will be what? Investigated.
Rusticated, that means you will be thrown out.
No lah, Swami. This is a very small thing. It's alright, man.
But slaves have no choice.
Slaves have one choice, that if they throw me out, at most I will become a beggar, Swami.
Why you will become a beggar? You can
If they
do
throw me
whatever
out, I
you
have no
whatever
job,
you are
Swami.
doing. You can teach. You can do the same work. Maybe you will get little less pay. That's all. Why you will become a beggar?
Yes, Swami.
At least you can do the same kind of work.
Yes.
So why this so much fear is there?
Yeah.
So when is your next date with depression?
No more, Swami. No more.
This you have promised so many times, but you are always going in the same direction.
But you see, this time only happened for one day. I got out of it, Swami.
So what is the need to go for one day? What it is giving you? Is it giving you anything?
No.
The thing is that when you see you are suffering, and if you are a sensitive person, then you see the other people are also suffering. So whatever I am sharing with you has to be shared. Otherwise you are insensitive. You are a robot. There are people, maybe their number is very few, but there are people who want to get out of their bondage, their trap. So you have to do work the way Krishna said, that you have the right to work. The fruit is not in your hand. It will come when it has to come. But if you are seeking fruit out of your whatever you are doing, then you are not devoted to anything. You are not in love with what you are doing. You are just all the time you are looking from the side of your eyes where is the fruit coming or not. This is a state of a very stupid kind of person. If you love something, that is enough. Even if you are meditating and you want to be enlightened, that will be the hindrance.